All right, so you know what you missed earlier?
What?
It was quite a situation. But tonight, Elden the Bear's tour of the DMV is over. Let me tell you where he's been. He's been in Silver Spring, he's been in McLean, he's been arrested in Herndon, and he was finally captured, and our cameras were rolling as it all happened.
He's been all over. Okay, so wildlife experts say he is doing just fine tonight, and despite his extensive journey, he appears to be in good health. All right, Katie Lusso was right alongside what seemed like the entire town of Herndon as his adventure came to a close.
Right now, Elden is safe and sound inside of this truck. He is headed to Shenandoah, where he will be relocated, if you will. But what a day it was here in the town of Herndon.
Yeah, we're gonna move everybody back.
This is Northern Virginia. Like, who expects a bear to be in a tree?
I just watched Brother Bear 1 and 2 this weekend, and all of a sudden on Monday there's a bear.
For hours, crowds gathered to watch.
That really happens in Herndon, that a bear comes through. It's a pretty rare occasion.
As a young black bear made himself at home in a tree in Herndon.
Some very frantic lady went past and went, "There's a bear 2 streets up."
Seeing deer before at my field.
But never a bear?
Yeah.
Yep, first time seeing a bear outside of a zoo.
Elden, as he's been named.
Elden, named after Elden Street that goes through downtown here.
Was first spotted by neighbors around 8 a.m.
It was about 8:15 this morning. We responded to a bear in the backyard, and they're just looking for some free food. Wasn't doing anything, causing any problems, but obviously our residents were scared.
Police quickly taped off the area and asked people to stay indoors as they waited on wildlife crews to arrive. But the little guy was clearly getting antsy.
He was sleeping for probably about an hour or two, and now he wants to get down. He's hungry, he's thirsty, he's got to go to the bathroom, and unfortunately we're keeping him in that tree.
Well, around 5 p.m., while we were live on air, right as crews from the Virginia Department of Wildlife Resources arrived, Elden decided enough was enough.
Well, as you can see, the bear is actually coming down as we speak.
Minutes later, he ran around the back of a house and up another tree.
It's magnificent. I've never seen it before.
The crowd's growing. After about another hour, he was finally shot with a tranquilizer gun, and shortly after, he dropped down out of the tree into the awaiting tarp. The crowd's cheers turning to gasps as he jumped up and tried to make a run for it again. A few moments later, he was sound asleep, a much-needed nap after quite the adventurous day.
What can we say? We're a very inclusive town in Herndon, and we love to invite all of our guests.
But for Elden, his invite was short-lived, and Monday night he was carried to his awaiting ride to begin his new journey to a more appropriate home. It was an exciting day for all.
I promised that I would bring excitement back to downtown, and I think we accomplished that.
In Herndon, Katie Lusso, WUSA 9.